There is an opportune time to do everything. A right time to do things on the earth. A time to plant and a time to reap. A time for death and a time for birth. Surely the perfect time will come. Yes.
That is why we should not allow ourselves.
Yes.
At the right time to harvest a good crop. Or quit. Right now, therefore, every time we get a chance, let us work for the benefit of all. Starting with those closest to us in the community of faith.
Yes, in the community of faith. Let me tell you a story.
Oh, really?
Let me tell you all the story. Story. Early the next morning, Jesus was returning from a far trip into the city. He was hungry. Very hungry.
Really?
Yes. And so he saw a fig tree alongside the road. And so he walked up to it, anticipating a breakfast of figs.
Yummy.
But when he got there, he saw nothing but leaves.
Okay.
And so he said to the tree, "No more figs on you, ever."
That's tough.
Guess what? The tree withered. A dry stick.
What?
On the spot. The disciples were bewildered. So they rubbed their eyes and asked amongst themselves, "Did we really see this?
Is that really possible?"
Did we really see this? A leafy tree 1 minute, a dry stick the next. Unbelievable.
Wow. Let me tell you another story.
Please tell me.
Listen closely. There was once a man, a wealthy man, who planted a vineyard. He fenced it round. He dug wine presses and put up a watchtower. Then he turned it over to the farmhands and went on a trip. When it was time to harvest the grapes, he sent his servants back to collect his profits.
Of course.
You tell me, who doesn't want reward for our labor?
Nobody. I'm sure nobody here wouldn't want to get reward for their labor. Is there anybody? Is there anybody? You know, later on, the master sent 70 ahead of him into every town and every place he intended to go. He gave them this charge.
What was it?
What a huge harvest. What a huge harvest. But how few are the harvest hands?
That's sad.
So on your knees, all of you, ask the Lord of harvest to send in harvest hands.
Wow. You know, it was also recorded in heaven.
Tell me.
Yes. It was recorded in heaven. I looked up. I caught my breath. A white cloud and one like the Son of Man sitting on it. He wore on his head a gold crown and held in his hand a sharp sickle.
A sickle.
Yes. Another angel ran out of the temple shouting to the cloud and throne, "Swing your sickle and reap. It's harvest time. Earth's harvest is ripe for reaping."
And then?
The cloud and throne took one mighty swing of his sickle and began harvesting earth in one stroke.
In one stroke.
Yes.
The question then is, who handles the harvest?
Tell me.
Do you want to know? Oh, Jesus sent 12 harvest hands with this charge. Don't go to some far off place or country trying to convert some unbelievers.
Really?
Don't even try to be overtly dramatic and engage in some public tackle with some public enemy.
Oh.
Or even those on social media. He said to them, "Go to the lost, be confused, those in your neighborhood,
those closest to us,
yes, tell them that the kingdom is here.
that salvation,
Yes, tell them that the kingdom is here.
salvation,
Heal the sick,
healings,
raise the dead,
resurrection,
touch the untouchables,
love in display.
and then remember, you have been treated generously, so live generously.
And he said,
What did he
after
say?
we, his harvest ants, have done all these things, he said, I'll make your country a place of peace. You will be able to go to sleep at night without fear.
Safety.
I'll get rid of the wild beasts. I'll eliminate war. You will get rid of all your enemies. 5 of you will chase out 100. And 100 of you would defeat 10,000 and put them to flight.
And then he also said, I will take care of you. I will make sure you prosper. I will make sure you increase in numbers.
Beautiful.
I will keep my covenant with you and you and you and you in good working order.
True.
You will still be eating from last year's harvest when you ought to be cleaning out the barns for new ones.
We've got work to do.
We have work to do.
We've got work to do.
Yes,
Let's get
it's
started.
harvest time.
Yes.
Let's go do some harvesting. Come, join us everybody.